about this act throwing Pakistan into all-out chaos. But should the U.S. stay out of the situation? My next guest has long urged the U.S. to do just that when it comes to much of the world's affairs. The Republican presidential candidate, Congressman Ron Paul, is joining us now from Des Moines, Iowa. Congressman, thanks very much for joining us. Clearly, there are enormous stakes, interests for the United States. Pakistan is a Muslim country. There's an al-Qaeda presence there. Osama bin Laden is believed to be hiding out there. There's a resurgent Taliban, a lot of sympathizers to these extremists in Pakistan. And this is a country that already has a nuclear arsenal. If you were president, Congressman, right now, what would you do?
I would try to change the policy so that we were less involved in their internal affairs. I've complained about the policy with Pakistan for a good many years. We've been giving them billions of dollars. They've got about $10 billion over the last 8 years. So we've aligned ourselves with a military dictator who overthrew an elected government. And he was supposed to help us find Osama bin Laden. That hasn't helped. So it was a bad investment. And it also elicits concern about our puppet governments. Musharraf is seen as one of our puppets. There's a group over there, the al-Qaeda is growing because they don't like us to have puppet governments over there, and they love chaos. So I can see where the support that we've given Musharraf has been indirectly involved in this. It's a mess.
So what would you do specifically, Congressman, right now if you were dealt this hand as President of the United States?
I would treat them like another country. They're in a civil war. I wouldn't get involved in the civil war. It's what I wouldn't do. I wouldn't be sending troops over there. I wouldn't be sending them any more money. I would try to talk to people who come out. When they sort it out, they should and urge that they have self-determination and that they go back to a sensible approach. But for us to be involved militarily or send our CIA in there to overthrow one government versus another, I've already heard, well, let's get rid of Musharraf. We've staked it out with him, and it isn't working. So we want to get rid of him. Let's put somebody else in charge. Just more of the same stuff that we have been doing for so many years. It's time we looked for non-intervention and stay out of these conflicts and let them sort it out themselves.
So basically what I hear you saying, if you were president, you would say, you know what, Musharraf, it's all yours. Do whatever you want. We're getting out of there. No more billions in U.S. military assistance. No more intelligence cooperation. No more nothing. Is that right?
That would be a good policy. Besides, we don't have the money anyway. We either have to steal it from the American people or print the money or borrow it from China. And so we're going broke, and so we can just start right now by stopping this. Of course, the whole Middle East has been my argument that we just can't afford this anymore.
Would you at all be
and it doesn't help us.
Would you at all be concerned, Congressman, about a Taliban-like or al-Qaeda-like Islamic fundamentalist regime taking charge of Pakistan with a nuclear arsenal already? And they're not thinking about building nuclear bombs. They already have nuclear bombs.
Yeah, and I think because we supported a military dictator and he became our puppet, we've actually enhanced that opportunity for him. So yes, I'm concerned, but I'm concerned about the leftover nuclear weapons in the from the old Soviet system in Central Asia. There are some of those weapons that haven't been accounted for. So yes, we have concern, but I'm concerned about the Taliban resurgence in Afghanistan. Our policies aren't working all that well there. They're having major victories over there, and there's more killing. They're asking for more of our troops to go into Afghanistan. I'm just saying enough is enough. We shouldn't be doing this. We get ourselves into too many messes, and we ought to mind our own business and take care of our people here at home.
Well, you have a new ad that's running now. It's called The Defender of Freedom. Your ad that's showing how you want to protect freedom, protect liberty, what you call our God-given freedom. What global responsibilities, if you were president, should the United States have? Does the U.S. have a role around the world?
Sure it does. It should be friends with people. We should trade with people. We should try to sort things out diplomatically. But we don't have the moral authority or the constitutional authority to impose our will. We shouldn't be either bribing them with our donations and foreign aid, and we shouldn't be threatening them. If they don't do what we want, we bomb them. I'm offering something different, something the Founding Fathers offered, and that is neutrality. Talk to people and trade with people and negotiate with people, but not to have these two choices of either subsidizing them with foreign aid or threatening them with violence if they don't do as we tell them.
We're almost out of time, Congressman. A week from today, the Iowa caucuses. Then a few days later, the New Hampshire primary. You got a lot of cash that you got very passionate supporters out there. Give us a prediction. How are you going to do in Iowa, and how are you going to do in New Hampshire?
I think we're going to do well, and that's about as close as I can get. There's no way I don't make predictions because I really don't know, but I think we'll do a lot better than people have been predicting.
And you want to just be a little bit more precise?
Probably can't be. I do know that I would be very disappointed if I came in last, and that's not going to happen. But I'm not going to say I'm going to come in first or second. And if I don't come in first or second, I'm going to quit. Nothing like that. It doesn't even cross my mind. We're getting a lot of support. The numbers are growing. The money's flowing in. My obligation is to fulfill the requests by the supporters who come to us spontaneously. They want me to campaign hard, campaign to win. That's exactly what we're doing.
Congressman, thanks very much for coming in. Good luck out there on the campaign trail.
Appreciate it.